depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crown. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys. All right, so before we get started, listen. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a siren. It sounds like could be police, could be ambulance, but there's some sort of a siren going off. So everything matters when you're doing a reading. All right. So something big could be happening for somebody today. Maybe something to do with cops, ambulance, something along them lines. All right. Well, anyways, my name is Melody and welcome to this channel. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell. Make sure you give me a Fonzie when you come into this live stream. If you're watching it after it's already streamed and it's processing, please give me a Fonzie by either tap on that screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. Um, and leave me a kind comment in the comment section below. Let me know how this general reading resonates with you. I've seen 111, 123. Don't get distracted because I keep getting distracted here for some reason. After the video uploads and process, you're more than welcome to share it with somebody who you think either needs the message or will resonate with it. All right. All of that helps out this channel and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. Alrighty, so today is May 9th. Yeah. 5 and a 9 is a 14. 5 overall energy. That could be why I heard the siren going off. Maybe there's somebody is experiencing a tower moment. Maybe somebody is experiencing some sort of unwanted change here. I just seen 222. 222 talks about balance. It talks about a decision, right? So be aware of your decisions today. Maybe somebody wants to come and balance something out. I just did the Pisces monthly reading, and that was a little bit about what it was about. So again, with the siren, there could definitely be a tower moment happening for somebody. Oh, and by the way, if you're a hater watching this, thank you for watching because your views are actually helping out my channel. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. What is the spirit, what wisdom? What is it that you need to know today, collective? Okay, so we're talking about the yin cycle. The divine feminine coming through here. Somebody could be asking why, right? Look, take a look at this card. All right, so we got the 31. Look, 2, 1, 3. I said I seen 1, 2, 3. So somebody could be asking why. Somebody could be questioning something. See, this book has wings. So somebody could literally be praying to the angels, asking their angels some questions. Why is this happening? What do I need to do? Something about the why energy. And then milk and honey is underneath that. So somebody needs to change their story here. Somebody could be changing their story. I feel the need to take the Y card, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So 2, 3, 1, which is 6 energy. Today is May 9th, which adds to a 14. 1 and a 4 adds up to a 5. With the energetic year of 1 adds up to a 6. All right, so yin. So the yin cycle is about our flow. It's about the divine feminine. It's how we co-create. If you look at this card, it's pink, right? It's pink. Look in the background. You can see two people. It looks like people kissing. If you look on the bottom here, it looks like there's people in this. Somebody could have an altar name. If you do, I cancel and rebuke it. If you have an altar in my name, I cancel and rebuke it. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking cues, the art of conscious allowing. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even rest, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised and receptive to the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how it will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper. And you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. For some of you, you could be seeing something in your dreams. For some of you, this really does look like an altar. You can have somebody who has your picture on an altar who is trying to shape something of how it flows to you. You can see you got the female all bent over this book. Um, I cancel rebuke all negative energy flown my being slung my way. I cancel rebuke all projection energy. I cancel rebuke all negative energy. I cancel rebuke anything that is no longer for my greatest and highest good. All right. So let others take the lead now. Your power lies in a small gesture. So somebody could be asking why. Um, because somebody could be becoming very aware of something. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. While yield reigns, you must find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are or who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. So somebody could definitely be speaking over you, um, sending you negative projection, like emotional projection. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. That could be what somebody is doing as well. Observe your desire to push through must take a backseat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. So somebody could be trying to do something against your free will. 811 is significant. That's I remember I heard the siren when we first started here. Um, it's that they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need, have things in the form you want, right? So it's time to release and be more in the flow. How do you feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is a sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. All right. Um, Motives driving intention, the power of knowing why. So somebody's motives. Be aware of somebody's motives today. You need to question it. There is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way. Most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intentions will be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience when you think about something and feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is a life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for personal growth. So you can have somebody who is negatively projecting upon you and acting like they are not doing it, like saying, oh, I'm invisible. I'm not the one doing it, right? So be aware of that. Remember, I heard the sound. So somebody may have some sort of negative emotional projection or negative emotional intention. Um, so be aware of that. All right. Um, we don't always know why we engage in our relationship the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. So somebody could be questioning why somebody's getting their milk and honey, and why they are not in the flow of receiving their own milk and honey. This is a never-ending story for somebody, right? It's a never-ending story. So somebody could be questioning something, the story that somebody is telling. So now is the time to recognize whether you're being triggered by somebody else. So you could be triggering somebody, or somebody could be triggering you. If your behavior is motivated by unsolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling this? Why did I say that? And spend some time introspection. The answer may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, knowing the deep within you. Why does it tell you about what does it tell you about yourself or others? In the end, life is all about being loved, miracles, and deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of why. Cover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? So somebody could be coming in from the past. Um, because why? Because they're triggered. Why? Because somebody is getting their milk and honey. And somebody could have been spreading a lot of rumors, a lot of stories around somebody here. But and that's creating their reality. And while the other person is receiving luck, like they could be questioning, why didn't that work, right? Why didn't that work? Why didn't, that altar that I used their picture on, why didn't that work, right? So whoever you are watching, you haven't given me a thumbs up, but you're here watching. So is this you? Not trying to point a finger, but hater, thank you for watching. All right. So, knowing the motives behind your career or creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, or save for the future? Or all of these things. So, you're being asked to ask yourself, what is the motive behind a situation? What is the motive behind a story that you could be telling? And it could be a bad story because this never ending story card is in the upright position. This is a repetitive story that somebody has been telling. All right. And somebody is upset because another person could be creating their own milk and honey. They could be co-creating something positive, something sweet, right? And you got somebody triggered here. When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose? No motive is bad or good, but having an agenda having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. So you could have had a female individual who had a hidden agenda here. And their hidden agenda was to tell this bad story about somebody and how they could create something. And now you could have a community of people who are questioning this person's motives. And the person who is co-creating their milk and honey, look at the wings, right? Somebody could have accessed somebody's Akashic records, the book there that talks about the story. To me, that looks like somebody who, I mean, I'm not trying to judge, but it definitely looks like somebody who messes with hoodoo, voodoo. Um, she looks like she has wings. So somebody could be messing with fairy magic. Somebody could be um, somebody could be here as an earth angel as well. Somebody could have a high spiritual ranking, and somebody definitely could have did something. Look, this, I'm telling you, this looks like an altar. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step extraordinary life. So somebody may have some sort of an emotional negative motive here that you, and I'm telling you, it's the stories that they're telling the community. So being asked to um, be aware of the motives of the people around you. Remember, the siren went off. Somebody is stepping into luck. Somebody is stepping into serenity. Somebody is stepping in, and I'm feeling Jupiter energy here. Somebody may have a hidden agenda too. 6 6. So what's underneath that? Okay. What are the crows warning the collective about? Somebody could be questioning why something did not work. I'm telling you, a commitment. Two people, right? See, I told you, I see two people here in the background who were committed in sickness and health, right? No matter what. Fear, I'm telling you, if somebody only had a brain here, they were committed to keeping somebody in a fear-based energy. They wanted them to keep repeating that same story of, if I didn't have no luck at all, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. So you're being asked to see something from a different perspective about this person's motives. Look, the community, I'm telling you, somebody could be coming in. Anticipation. So somebody could be anticipating something. Anticipation talks about um, somebody could be getting humbled or trying to humble somebody. Maybe that's their motive by spreading a false narrative. Anticipating the arrival of a meal. When there is a pattern, we begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly as we are expecting something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. But there is but one warning. Be careful of any attachments held to the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of it can transform into disappointment. And that's what the question is here. Why? Somebody could be feeling disappointed because their motives, they were so committed, no matter what, to achieve some sort of goal here, right? To what? Keep this person in fear, to keep casting illusions over the community by repeating the same story over and over and over. Somebody could be under the influence of something, right? Trying to influence the community, right? Try to influence the community with the same story. This person could be hiding their agenda. See how this crow is pecking in the ground and hiding their food to keep somebody from stealing it. But whoever they did this against is protected. So, collective, you're being asked to waterproof yourself. Waterproof yourself. Because whoever you are being freed from this. Why? Because you took them rocks that this person was throwing at you and you were going to reach your goal. Your goal is going to be very, very sweet. right? You're going to find your pot of gold. In this person's never ending story, the community is going to be questioning their motives. This two people who were committed no matter what, in sickness and in health. You know, and this crow has a broken beak, right? See how this person was trying to break somebody. They were trying to break them mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. See how there's a lot of empty chairs in the background? So, what they were doing was trying to alienate somebody, trying to isolate somebody, trying to make them feel rejected. That was this person's motive, to try to get the community to, right, to leave them, trying the community to sway the community on their side no matter what. All right. Remember, I heard that siren when I first started the video. You'll have to go back and watch it once I stop the live stream. You can go back and watch it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the siren. When I first started, there was a siren off in the background. Okay, so show me this yin cycle. Show me this feminine energy. Three people. There's the addiction. So there could be three people involved. We have a couple here and another person who was trying to influence. They could be under the influence, right? Influence with negative emotions, because this is in reverse. Negative emotions to get revenge. They think it's unfair because somebody's getting their pot of gold. Oh, it's unfair that someone is getting their pot of gold. So I'm going to get revenge on them. I'm going to go around to the community and tell them some sort of a false narrative to try to get them to see something from my perspective. And now something is not going to work. And you got this community of people who could be questioning this person's motives. Yeah. Somebody's being very childish, very immature. Somebody who likes to dig up the past, right? Somebody who wants somebody to be in this hopeless energy, trying to steal their light. This is about to be exposed. That's why I heard that siren. Why? Why? Let's get more information on the why. Somebody is definitely questioning somebody's motives here. Why? Somebody could be anticipating this. 12:55. So 55 could be significant. I'm telling you, there's the 5 energy. See? See how this person is smiling? He's holding the 2 swords. But he's causing a lot of confusion. He doesn't want the truth to be revealed, right? Of why he was trying to go to the community and get them to walk away from a particular situation. You see these 2 swords laying on the ground? Somebody is throwing down their swords and walking away from somebody. The person was very happy with what they did. The 5 of Swords talks about somebody who's a liar, somebody who's a gossiper, somebody who likes to point fingers. This is somebody who's trying to win at all costs. Five, five, five. Somebody's going to experience a tower moment today. Okay? Because the truth about this person's true agenda as to why they did it is about to be revealed. They were happy that they were doing it. They were very, very happy that they were doing it. This is somebody who was smiling in your face and secretly trying to stab you in the back. Look, 3 people. 3 people. That adds up to 9. So 23, 523 could be significant here. And these 2 people were committed to breaking something, breaking somebody. Somebody could be getting married today too. It's a commitment card. It says for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. Somebody could be getting sick. Somebody could have some sort of addiction, and they could be dope sick or in whatever their addiction is, because the cups also talks about in reverse addiction. Somebody could be sick right up here. Somebody could have a mental illness, trying to drive somebody crazy, right? Commitment. Definitely a hidden agenda here. Look at this. 5. I just seen that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. So 1 and a 2 is a 3, 5, 5 is significant. So this person may want to come in and ask for forgiveness. This person with the 5 of Cups in reverse, it does talk about forgiveness. It does talk about, them 3 cups that were knocked over, right? The 3 cups that were knocked over. There's 2 cups standing behind them. There's that commitment. So you could have 5 people doing this. 5 people who are trying to cast an illusion, who is trying to delay something, delay somebody's milk and honey. That was their agenda. They have a hidden motive. And this person could be having some sort of an illness physically, right? Because see the crow standing on that hat, because of the role that they played. They could have some sort of a physical brain illness. And it could be the consequences of whatever they did. The 5 of Cups in reverse talks about maybe somebody's not going to accept their apology. Maybe somebody wants to ask for forgiveness for what they did. Somebody could be questioning why they did it, right? Why did they create this drama? Somebody could be trying to play the victim here. Yeah, somebody is awakening. Somebody is seeing through this person's, oh my goodness, Pisces. Somebody is seeing through this person's illusion. High Priestess, I'm telling you, magic was done, right? And it's like they wanted to hook up with somebody, possibly um um 122, 1222 could be significant. This person needs to do some healing. So also for those of you, yeah, they look attractive, right? So I really had a hidden agenda with the Pisces energy. Their hidden agenda was to do magic on somebody, to play with somebody's mind, to try to get them to stay in this illusion, try to make them like try to get the collective or a community of people to point a bunch of fingers. And now these people they were working with are walking away, or this is what they were trying to get to do to the collective. I just did the Pisces reading, and I'm going to tell you what, this is kind of like a similar message. So somebody may have a decision here. Before you make a decision, you need to step back and question what this person's hidden agenda is, because I feel like this person's coming and trying to say, "Oh, I'm innocent," or "I'm not part of your past." Right? I didn't do what you think I did. Be aware of that, right? Um, because this Piscean, I know somebody who could be receiving karma for what they did with a community of people by what? Laughing at your pain. Laughing at the fact that they wanted you to feel rejected. They wanted you to feel alone. They didn't want you to trust your intuition. They wanted you to always be in this same old story of lack. Like I said, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have luck at all kind of energy. This is somebody who was definitely doing magic. And this is a female. Maybe questioning why their magic didn't work. This is somebody who manipulated the situation to try to come in. Oh, we share the same vision. Let's do this, this, and this. No. This is somebody who could have been energy harvesting. The divine, we got the temperance card here. She's in reverse. This person could have lost their divine protection. They could be losing their gifts. This is somebody who's very out of balance. This is somebody who's very reckless. This is somebody who really, this person could be coming in and asking for healing, right? This person could have been very envious of somebody's beauty, because this is somebody who attracts, they don't chase, right? Somebody stands in the confidence of being alone, right? Somebody who's not afraid to be alone. Somebody who's very happy, very confident, very sexy, very attractive, right? And you got this womanizer coming in here who just like wants to come in and drink out of their cup of love, right? Now we have a hermit. Yeah, somebody likes being alone. Somebody is not afraid to be alone here. Right? Somebody could be casting illusions, going into somebody's dreams, but somebody is like, nah, I'm done with pleasing. This burden isn't mine. That is what I feel. So somebody could be questioning, why are you walking away from me? Or somebody could be questioning this person who's holding these two swords, right? Why did you lie about this person? You know, they could be questioning, why are you trying to win at all costs? This talks about the community of people. Clarify why in the Five of Swords. Yeah. Why are you trying to block somebody's pot of gold? They were trying to win at all costs and trying to block somebody's milk and honey. So we definitely have a 3151. 811 could be significant. 523, May 23rd could be significant. Yeah, there's somebody who is very immature. Somebody is always stuck in the past, right? Right? That they have somebody wanted for you or whatever, right? Somebody who's always stuck in the past. Somebody is in a sense of hopelessness. That's what they wanted. This could have been a past life individual who's trying to steal somebody's light, trying to steal somebody's star, trying to steal somebody's light. Identity theft, trying to steal somebody's identity. Very much in competition. But this queen, this feminine, is about to be exposed. See the Five of Swords? Being sneaky, shady. And so your name is going to be cleared. This is somebody who is heartless. Somebody could be losing their gifts. Somebody who's heartless. Somebody could be going to a judge. Somebody could try to take somebody to spiritual court. The Five of Cups in reverse and commitment. The Five of Cups in reverse and commitment, please and thank you. Five of Cups in reverse and a commitment. I'm telling you, somebody's a mistress here. Sees and a commitment. Somebody's in a third party situation. And they're addicted to being in third party situations. 23 is significant. 523 is significant. This person was committed to breaking somebody. They had a hidden agenda. Now they want to come in and maybe ask for forgiveness. Why? Because they're going to receive their karma. Somebody could have did magic too. And they were definitely committed to breaking somebody, maybe messing with their throat chakra. Oh, these cards are all mixed up. I mean, all mixed up. So somebody could be very mixed up in questioning something, right? The Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody's being lifted up out of some apathy here. And you know what? That's what the Pisces reading was about. The angels coming in and lifting somebody up out of it, right? Look, the devil, death. So somebody is shedding their darkness. With the devil card in reverse, this talks about breaking them chains of addiction, breaking those chains, right? Somebody is definitely breaking some chains here, going through their transformation, laying it to rest. The devil card in reverse, this is Capricorn and Scorpio, Pisces. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just saying. The clarify the devil card in reverse, please, and thank you. Oh yeah, somebody was doing the most. Somebody was trying to cross somebody's boundaries. Somebody was doing the most. Somebody here, the Knight of Wands in reverse is talking about taking something to the extreme. Somebody took something to the extreme. Mm-hmm. Yes, they did. And I feel like what they did was they took it to the extreme by violating somebody's boundaries. Spiritual law, right? Breaking spiritual law. The Nine of Wands in reverse talks about extreme anxiety, right? Extreme anxiety, getting them butterflies in the gut, like anticipation, a lot of anxiety, a lot of high anxiety, a lot of like PTSD. Yeah, they just took it way too far. Yep. By causing a lot of drama, trying to keep somebody in this mental state of being conflicted in the mind, right? Somebody took it way too far to try to trigger somebody by trying to send them an entity attachment. But somebody broke this, they broke that chain. Somebody could be breaking generational curses. All right. Give me another card for the Nine of Wands and the Devil in reverse. Somebody's transformation is here. Oh, look, the King of Cups. This person was heartless. This person was bliss. And they took something to the extreme here with my priestess. They took this magic to the extreme. Whatever they offered was poisonous. And now we got the community who is questioning this person's motives. I'm telling you, children uh, or somebody who's stuck in the past, somebody who's very nostalgic, somebody who is questioning a lot of things. We got the Star card in his hopeless energy, trying to steal somebody's light, right? Now they feel as though they have unfinished business. Clarify the death card in the upright position. They could have been trying to unalive somebody. Could have backfired. A death spell could have backfired. clarify the death card, please? The Fool. Yep, somebody took a risk. Somebody took a risk. The Fool card. Again, took something too far here in this commitment. These people were committed no matter what, in sickness and in health. Right? Committed. But something is definitely ending here. Something is definitely ending. I feel like they were trying to push somebody off of that cliff, right? To get them to self-delete. All right. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody feels they have unfinished business, right? With the World card. Somebody trying to steal somebody's light. These cards came out. Anticipation. Anticipation. So somebody could be anticipating the consequences of, yeah, Page of Swords. Somebody's spy line gossiping. Watching something. Waiting. Somebody could, you know what? Please be aware today, collective, if you go and get invited to a party, because somebody may try to put somebody's cup. We don't want nobody poisoned out here. And I feel like that's what in. Please be aware of that. Somebody could be trying to put something in somebody's drink. If you have a drink, make sure it has a lid on it. If you are out with somebody, take that drink with you. If you are, I don't know if any of you like to go out drinking at a bar, take that drink with you if you got to go to the bathroom. Don't take your eyes off of it. Trust nobody today. We got a lot of water energy coming through. A lot. And somebody is heavily I spying somebody. Spying, lying, and gossiping. Right? Pointing a lot of fingers. And they're very happy with what they did. I'm telling you, trying to steal somebody's life. They feel they have unfinished business. This could be a past life situation where they feel they have unfinished business with somebody. Yeah. They were trying to control somebody's thoughts. They were trying to play mind games with them to try to control and manipulate somebody's thoughts to get them to self-delete. Trying to get them, trying to push themselves off of that cliff. I'm telling you, trying to control somebody. Somebody has a lot of anxiety. Somebody has a lot of worry. Somebody played a lot of mind games and they went way too far. Trying to control somebody's mind. Mm-hmm. Show his spine line gossiping with the anticipation card. Yep. Somebody who wants somebody to carry burdens. Somebody is in anticipation of this heaviness. They can feel it with the end. They can feel it. They can feel this situation happening, is about to happen or is going to happen today. Somebody could be getting a lot of card readings or using tarot or, some sort of divination to spy and gossip on somebody, trying to know their business. Just watching. This person has a hidden agenda. There's a secret behind this. Secretly. Yep. Watching somebody build, right? This person is secretly in competition, right? Somebody is being very over emotional today because something that was hidden is coming to the light. And they're very, very over emotional, right? Because the pain and suffering is over for somebody, right? The pain and suffering being playing mind games with somebody is over. Trying to control somebody's mind, they can't do it no more. This talks about self-employment, entrepreneurship. Something is getting thrown in the spotlight. Somebody is getting thrown in a spotlight. Somebody is questioning why. Why is this person getting thrown in a spotlight? Why is this person finding their pot of gold, right? Why? Somebody is very competitive. Somebody has been attacking somebody, right? Attacking their sacral chakra, trying to trigger somebody. Spying, lying, gossiping, telling the collective a false narrative. Final messages before we move on. So the crows are warning you to see something from a different perspective because this person has a hidden agenda. And now this person could be in fear because the community is questioning um, their motives behind the influence of what they are doing. Somebody could be getting poisoned here. Somebody could very well be getting something put in their cup while they're out somewhere. Somebody also could be leaving their gifts. What the intentions they were setting for somebody else could be coming to them because somebody, right? Somebody could be taking some sort of a risk. Somebody could be looking full here for what they did. Trying to get somebody to self delete. Final messages. Let's clarify the high priestess with the Five of Cups in reverse. Somebody could be having a love affair. Somebody could, okay. Yeah. They took advantage of somebody's generosity. Somebody took advantage of somebody's generosity here. Somebody feels that they're owed something. 1111, you can be seeing 1111. Somebody feels they're owed something. And they think it's unfair because what they want is a piece of pie. See the scales justice in reverse? They think it's unfair. So they did something out of revenge. 1111 is significant. So they took something to the extreme. And now they may be looking like a fool. They could be finding out that they're, they don't have very much longer to live. Again, if I only had a brain. Because of the role that they played, trying to influence the community. Yeah, Page Cups, Pisces. Look, Divine Feminine, Shocking Tower. There it is. There's that tower moment. So, yeah, this is somebody who, this is a Divine Feminine. somebody who is very nurturing, somebody who's very healing, somebody who's very empathic, somebody who embodies all four of the queen of wands, somebody who's very attractive, somebody who attracts, doesn't chase, somebody who's very grounded, somebody who's very motherly, somebody who's earthly, could be an earth angel, somebody who is offers a lot of wise advice, somebody who has a special mission here on earth. The Queen of Cups, somebody who's very empathic, somebody who's very psychic, somebody who's very nurturing, right? With the Page of Cups, offering something, right? So somebody is going to be shocked here. There's a tower moment coming, change. For somebody out here, there is a tower moment coming for somebody that's not so great. For my divine feminines who are in this yin cycle of being in the flow of their divine feminine energy, they are attracting a change into their life. Some you may be shocked if somebody coming in and wanting to offer you something. You could be questioning, why are you coming in and offering me this cup? Because this cup looks kind of fishy now, right? Remember, poison in the cup, Pisces energy, right? So some sort of a revelation is going to happen. Maybe somebody got married, right? Could have something to do with family. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse talks about somebody being sick. Somebody could be sick. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles talks about somebody invested a lot of time and energy. And see, somebody has their eyes closed. Somebody doesn't want to see something. Somebody have to take accountability. For trying to blind somebody and keep them in this mental confusion. But whoever they did it to is no longer in that mental confusion. They broke free and they could see very clearly, right? They could see very clearly this lie that tried to block somebody's forward movement, that tried to block somebody's success. Right? Somebody healed that heart space. They're no longer in despair. They're no longer in that ego because whoever they are, they're going through that ego death. And I feel like if they set and they tried to attach or bind somebody, right? I feel like somebody broke that bind. Somebody broke that chain. Somebody broke that binding spell, right? Where's it at here? Somebody broke that bind in the mental space. And they see very clearly the lie. That somebody was spreading around their hidden agenda. And they were spreading it because it's like they took advantage of somebody, and that could be way somebody's feeling. You took advantage of my kindness, you took advantage of my generosity, right? Now somebody is carrying some sort of a burden here. Somebody is very heartless. Look, Ten of Cups. Look, the couple, right? Mm-hmm. Strength card and a Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords in the upright position talks about sneaking, shady down with other people, right? The Five of Swords there. Somebody who lacks self control, somebody who lacks strength, somebody who allowed that inner beast to come roar out, right? Somebody who is not able to control that inner beast, that addiction. Right? New beginning. Somebody made some sort of a choice to have this new beginning, to attract something to them. Look, that sun. Sun talks about success. Then you got a womanizer coming all up in this business, trying to control something, right? Trying to control something. It's somebody's house. Mm-mm-mm. Show me this death card and the full card in reverse. Show me this death card and then the full card in reverse. Chariot. Something has come to an abrupt stop. Something was come to abrupt ending. Somebody could be getting in a car wreck and passing away. I feel like somebody has something that is going to be jumping from person to person to person. Mm-hmm. Somebody is going to be getting in a car wreck. That I heard that siren. Look, 4-4. What's underneath that? Justice. Justice is about to be served. You're going to have a reason to celebrate. This person could be losing control because somebody here is divinely protected, right? Somebody could be turning on their love light because the cycle is completed. And somebody is moving on to a calmer emotional state, calmer mental state, learning to trust their intuition, healing, right? Knowing that they don't need somebody else's cup to be happy. Somebody is learning to trust their intuition, be in that flow, right? And question everything. And I feel like that is what's happening here. Somebody is definitely questioning somebody's motives. Why are you coming in and offering me this cup, right? This is somebody who, um, somebody who lacks, somebody who's very low vibrational energy, right? Somebody who is very low vibrational energy, right? Has very low self esteem, has very low self worth, has very low self respect, right? Somebody who is feeling very unattractive, who does not know how to attract, somebody who's there for the good time, not the long time, right? Somebody who likes to create illusions, right? Who doesn't want you to see their hidden agenda. This is somebody who does not want to walk away and let something go, right? Right? Somebody who does not want to walk away and let something go. Wow. Can I say wow? All right. Show me this person's hidden agenda. Knight of Pentacles. So this is somebody, this is Virgo energy. So this talks about um, work, health, routines, fitness, organizations, active kindness, enemy, and disease. This is definitely somebody's hidden enemy. They've been doing this on a routine basis, taking it to the extreme. Maybe spyline gossiping, saying somebody has some sort of a disease when they don't, right? Could be revealing somebody's secrets as well. Trying to ruin somebody's work. This could be, again, an organization, a group of people, a community of people. Could be any organization. It could be a community of people. It could be a church organization. It could be a coven. It could be a cult. Somebody definitely took advantage of some kindness here. Look, Virgo in reverse, Magician. That's the battle, right? Successfully. The Hermit card in reverse talks about, again, that extreme, being self imprisoned. This could be somebody who's literally in jail too. Self imprisonment, being imprisoned in their own head. This could be somebody who has a dual personality, right? So it's definitely sick. See the three swords? Somebody could be in despair. Mm-mm-mm. All right, I'm already past an hour. All right, so let's go ahead. Pull a Light Keeper's card. So people question something. Don't just rush into a decision. Question something. I feel like I'm talking to my divine feminine earth angels out there, because we do have the wings on that book. You already have the knowledge within you. I feel like you need to understand that you already know who you are. So stop questioning who you are. I feel like somebody else could already know who you are, and that's why they took something to the extreme here. Somebody could have definitely, right? Somebody could be questioning, like I said, the community. Why did you do this? All right, let's get a final message here, collective. Divine Physician. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my body. Don't hate, meditate. So you definitely have somebody who is sitting in an altar projecting hate upon you. But Archangel Raphael is stepping up in the house and healing somebody. So don't be afraid to call upon Archangel Raphael to shine his green flame healing. Don't be afraid to call upon him and ask him to put his hands on you, because that's what he does. He's a divine physician. He's Archangel Raphael. He is, yeah, you have somebody definitely projecting here. So you could be questioning why you are feeling what you're feeling. Why am I feeling this anxiety all of a sudden? Why am I hearing, well, I need to self delete myself? That's because you got somebody who is a hidden enemy, who is secretly sitting at their altar projecting this negative emotion on you, trying to cast illusions to keep you in this fear. I'm going to ask the cards if it is backfiring here in a second. Yeah, somebody has a hidden rat. This come out in a Pisces reading. Somebody has a rat in your circle. So question it. And then once you feel it and you know where it's coming from, your intuition, where you know where it's coming from, ground your energy, cleanse yourself. Here's Palo Santo, this piece Palo Santo. Go take a salt bath. Um, Use pink Himalayan salt. If you don't have pink Himalayan salt, salt in general will work, right? You can have a negative Virgo who is working with a Pisces to do this. Again, sending negative, intrusive thoughts, trying to keep you all in your head, imprisoned in your head by using divination tools. This card come out, this for the Pisces reading, overcoming difficulties, the angels, Archangel Raphael and Jeremiah is helping somebody up out of this situation. What are they doing? Returning this back to the sender, helping you break free of this darkness that has been around you. Look, Odin is showing you something. I'm telling you. So, yeah, you need to love and accept yourself because you're seeing something. Somebody is trying to siphon your solar plexus energy, your life force energy, by what? Creating drama around you. And then what they do is they take that straw and they suck it up. It's like it's an addiction, right? It's an addiction. Somebody is addicted to the drama here. And they're addicted to siphoning up that high vibrational traumatic energy. They live their life off of that. Odin is showing you that they're trying to steal your, but there is a miracle about to occur because somebody has been speaking their truth. Somebody has been channeling music. Their transformation is here. So trust what you are feeling. Trust what you are feeling. Question it. Is this what I am feeling? Or is this something that somebody is projecting upon me? Using sex magic. The Shekinah is that Sophia energy that they talk about, right? Where Sophia fell to the 3D world. It's the light. It's the light. It's whatever you want to call it. The light, the source, the Sophia, whatever, fell to earth. When she fell to earth, her light shattered and broke, right? It broke. You are here, collective, to gather all of that pieces of light and bring it back into a state of wholeness, to heal. You are here to heal the world. Oh, there's two bunnies playing outside. You can be seeing rabbits. If you see two rabbits, that's a sign you're rebirthing because rabbits are, well, two rabbits, right? Rabbits reproduce really quickly. So you need, this person is very envious, very hateful of your beauty. It's very important to listen to your intuition today because Odin is showing you something. Mm-hmm. How truly sacred you are, how to find peace because you are the Shekinah. You are this thing who has come to earth to take earth to the next dimension, the fifth dimension, because right now we're on a 3D. I'm talking my awakened twins. I am talking to the divine feminine side of humans because this isn't gender related. This talks about trusting your intuition. Sometimes you should not question it. What you need to do is question other people, question other people's motives, because you definitely have somebody coming to you with a hidden agenda. There is a miracle about to occur in your life. You can have somebody who is abusing their divination tools, watching and waiting. It's like they already know when it's coming. I'm called Freya for a reason. Freya is my deity. Odin is her twin flame. So, yeah, go out in nature, ground your energy, find peace, find harmony, find a state of balance, surround yourself with light, put your focus on what you want to manifest, right? Somebody is definitely focusing in on you. They're studying, they're learning you, opening up the Akashic records. You're seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. Odin has shown you that something is finally coming into balance. Something is going to be made right. So, look, I'm telling you, there's Freya coming through. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed. There's a beginning with every ending. The illusion is being revealed and released, right? The illusion is being revealed and released. You are manifesting your pot of gold. And you got somebody who just won't stop telling negative stories about you. They won't stop hating. They're in competition with you. Why? Because you love and accept yourself. You know who you are. See the wings? You know who you are. Somebody could have gray hair. Mm-hmm. Somebody could have gray hair. Somebody else could have gray hair. Somebody is definitely being purified here. Somebody is coming into that state of balance for your masculine and feminine energy. And the people who took something too far are going to experience this. I'm telling you, somebody's going to be in a car accident and they're going to be unalived in that car accident. Because whoever I'm talking to, you're divinely protected. Cords are being cut. What did I say? Cords are being cut. And you're recognizing the power of your words. This is beautiful. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, you're the wounded warrior. This is my wounded warrior energy. When you get knocked down, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, you grab that wand, and you keep moving forward. Why? Because you have learned. You've learned through everything that you have been through. You have learned a lot of lessons. I don't know where that other card went. Let's see if I can read this and find it. I don't know where it went. I'll find it later, I'm sure. Right? What did I say about Earth Angel? I'm telling you, you are here on Earth as an Earth Angel. That's why these people took it to the extreme. They tried to steal your identity. They tried to sever your soul star chakra. Because you are here as an Earth Angel, as a peaceful warrior. Look at the healing energy coming out of her hand. You understand the process through that wound, the nine of wands energy here. You have understood the process, right? You knew what you had to do, because everything that has knocked you down, you have learned from. You've gained inspiration from. You've turned that pain into power. Wounded warrior, earth angels, and you're breaking free of that darkness. You're breaking free of it. The cords are cut from this dark energy. It is finally over. It's done. It's completed. No more roadblocks. No more roadblocks on your journey. Strong Pluto energy coming through here. And now these people are going to look like fools for what they did because you pushed back. And somebody's dharma's unfolding while somebody else's karma is unfolding. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. So you need to have hope, right? Because deep insights are coming through here. Venus, family, lover, business, friend, something about Venus. Mary Magdalene, somebody tried to ruin your reputation by persecuting you, right? That Y energy, persecuting you. And now you got somebody in the collective asking this person, why did you do that to them? They're questioning it. Why? What was the motive behind persecuting so and so? Because they were insecure. They were jealous of your beauty. They were jealous of the fact that you were an earth angel. So, yeah, you're rising up out of this darkness and coming into the light. My Shekinahs, I don't know where she's at. So, somebody's got some dharma unfolding. They're finding their pot of gold, while the other person is receiving their karma for what they did. Yeah, I'm telling you, karma. I just looked out at the bottom of the deck. One person's dharma is unfolding and the other person is receiving their karma because the ancestors done stepped in and said, you've already healed the pattern. You don't need to repeat it. Look, they're watching over you. The illusion is broken. Balance is being restored. Pay attention to the signs because you are learning who you are. Don't forget. I'm telling you, you're divinely protected. You got Archangel Michael watching over you. Your ancestors watching over you. This could also be talking about, this also talks about somebody kind watching over you. You have an ancestor who was working with Archangel Michael. They're protecting you. You've learned the lesson, right? You've learned the lesson. You don't need to repeat it. Breaking that generational curse. Tell the illusion has been revealed and released. Now something is being brought into balance. Something is being made right. The cord has been cut. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.